Let's learn about the pharyngeal arch derivatives. In the previous video, we have seen about the first and second pharyngeal arch derivative, and the remaining third, fourth, and sixth pharyngeal arch derivatives are seen in this video. The third pharyngeal arch derivatives can be remembered with the suffix of pharynges, that is, all parts which are ending with the suffix pharynges are the derivatives of third pharyngeal arch. That is, glossopharyngeal nerve is the derivative of third pharyngeal arch, and the muscle stylopharyngeus, and the remaining part of the second pharyngeal arch derivative. That is, in the second pharyngeal arch derivative, there is a lesser cornu of hyoid and superior part of the hyoid, or second pharyngeal arch derivative. The remaining inferior part of hyoid and the greater cornu, the inferior part and the greater cornu of hyoid are the derivatives of third pharyngeal arch. And artery per se, we have the common carotid artery. Proximal part develops into common carotid artery, and the distal parts develops into internal carotid artery, and there is a bud which gives rise to the external carotid artery. These are the derivatives of third pharyngeal arch, that is, glossopharyngeal nerve, stylopharyngeus muscle, common carotid artery, internal carotid artery, external carotid artery, greater cornu of hyoid, and inferior part of hyoid. Next, moving on to the fourth and sixth pharyngeal arch are dealt together because they share the same cartilage development, that is laryngeal cartilage. Laryngeal cartilage develops from both fourth and the fifth and the sixth pharyngeal arches. The fifth pharyngeal arch disappears, so we have the fourth pharyngeal arch and the sixth pharyngeal arch. They share each other and gives rise to the laryngeal cartilage development. And from the fourth arch alone gives rise to the superior laryngeal nerve, which is a part of vagus nerve, that is 10th cranial nerve. Vagus nerve have the two branches, that is superior laryngeal nerve. This first part, superior laryngeal nerve, is derived from the fourth pharyngeal arch, and the next part, recurrent laryngeal nerve, is derived from the sixth pharyngeal arch. The superior laryngeal nerve is further divided into internal laryngeal nerve and external laryngeal nerve. The internal laryngeal nerve is the sensory supply, and external laryngeal nerve is the motor nerve, which supplies only the cricothyroid muscle, which is called the tensor of vocal cord. Whereas in the recurrent laryngeal nerve supplies all the intrinsic muscles. It has both sensory and the motor supply. In the motor per se, it supplies all the intrinsic muscle except cricothyroid, because it is supplied by the external laryngeal nerve. These are the nerves involved in nerval derivatives of fourth and the sixth pharyngeal arch, and the artery derived from the fourth pharyngeal arch or common or arch of aorta and right subclavian artery, or the derivatives of fourth pharyngeal arch. That is, the artery which are on the right side or derived from the fourth pharyngeal arch. On the arteries which are main arteries that are on the left side, that is right pulmonary artery and left pulmonary artery, along with the ductus arteriosus, are the derivative of sixth pharyngeal arch. Let's see together. From the fourth and the sixth pharyngeal arch, laryngeal cartilages develops, and from the fourth pharyngeal arch, superior laryngeal nerve, which further divides into internal laryngeal nerve, external laryngeal nerve, and arteries, arch of aorta and right subclavian artery. Sixth pharyngeal arch gives rise to the recurrent laryngeal nerve, which supplies all the intrinsic muscles, and artery is right and left pulmonary artery along with the ductus arteriosus.